Diggs here. I am driving back to Querétaro from my vacation in Morelia. It's in the capital of Michoacán. And today I want to talk about living with uncertainty. And the reality is, we all can live with uncertainty. Just think about it. Many people who live in poor, or sometimes they call it developing countries, live with uncertainty all the time. Many of them don't know where they're going to find the next meal or how they're going to pay their bills. Many people in developed countries like the U.S. face those same problems. But one thing that I want to stress is you should actually get more comfortable with living with uncertainty, because the reality is that's going to be your whole life. There's a lot of things you're not going to be sure about. There's a lot of forks in the road that you're going to encounter, and the reality is sometimes you can't avoid it. Sometimes you have to take those detours, but that's a part of life. I live here in Mexico, and many people say, why the hell you want to live in a chaotic country that's dangerous like that? Well, first and foremost, the danger is very similar to the U.S. If you live in a big city in Mexico, you're going to be exposed to the same danger that you would in a big city in the U.S. Okay, so there's not a significant difference. Yes, there are parts of Mexico that, yes, you want to avoid, but I can show you parts of Philadelphia, where I come from, that you definitely want to avoid too. So it's all relative. But what I like about Mexico is, if you want to increase your ability to live with uncertainty, this is a great country to do it. For example, things in this country do not run on time. Okay, someone says, "Oh yeah, I'm ready," and "I'm ready" can mean 5 minutes, 15 minutes, but the reality is that's something you have to live with. The reality is you may have this idea of how things are done in your country. Maybe you're from a developed country. You may have an idea of how things are done there, but in Mexico, you don't know. And people may ask, well, why would you want to live in a country that has no certainty or has no streamlined process? Well, the reality is there's advantages and there's disadvantages. And for me, the advantages in this country outweigh the disadvantages. For personal development or self-help, I see the benefit in increasing my ability to live with uncertainty. And this is a great country to do it. The reality is, if you live in the US, if you live in Canada, if you live in Australia, if you live in, the UK, yes, you will encounter uncertainty, but not to the degree that you will encounter in a country like this. Because in those type of countries like UK, Canada, Australia, US, those countries have more systems and processes in place. So you know what to expect, which gives you a sense of certainty. Yes, there will always be a level of uncertainty in your life, but if you want to rapidly increase your ability to live with uncertainty, this is one of the countries to do it. Again, I live here because there are more advantages than disadvantages. So that's something that I want you to keep in mind. If you're ready to take on that challenge, consider living in a country like this, maybe for a year. It would definitely change your whole perspective on life and your ability to live with uncertainty. Having that ability is going to be essential for you to reach the finish line, and that's what I want for you.